It's recording now. Discipline is an essential element of the spirit. It provides the will with habits and rules. Discipline helps the individual to check his weaknesses, but it is also in society's interest because it ensures regularity. Wicked. I kinda agree. So, I'm going to update this model for the war against the Taliban, as well as the war on the Grey Civilization, which I mentioned. I decided after serious thought that I can't be at peace with the Grey Civilization at the moment, so we'll see where this leaves us. I was at peace with them for a long time, and I was in very good relations with them, so it's kind of sad. It's like going to war with a good friend, but there is little in terms of
for the moment we
I
have the city.
So let's do this. First, manage networks of agents. Let's free 250 people. This game could really use a bug patch. There's a lot of bugs in this game. But it's still playable, so whatever. There we go. 250 guys. Then let's assign them to Afghanistan. Dismantle terrorist groups. After you only assign 211 guys. Then let's wait for the organization to form. Disaster in Russia immediately after I did this. Cold wave 68 victims. Russia goes to war against someone. Japan and Russia continue to be at war with one another. They're still fighting over the Kuril Islands.
Do you wish to...
No.
The party?
Not for verbal abuse. We're gonna have to wait for something more significant before we intervene.
Good morning.
It's a good trade. I could bargain with them, but it would probably fail, so I'm just gonna accept that because it's better than my average.
The movement seems...
The city blew out over it on its own.
The city
demobilized on its own. And the strikes are ending on their own. Ooh, we stole supersonic plane from Russia. Let us publish this discovery so that the world can benefit from it instead of just us. Military tech we'll leave with ourselves, but let's just publish all these. other inventions. Government waste. Ministry of Education is being a hassle.
Our infiltrated.
Afghanistan is online. I swear I had 253 agents and now I only have 211, so... There we go. Now it should be better. That's better. We'll send our top guy to Afghanistan as well. There we go. We've devoted 1/4 of our entire military intelligence budget into spying on these guys and trying to dismantle their group. We'll buy one extra military satellite to, like, signify our little XCOM thing, and we're gonna start a new organization. Let's call it Political and Military. Invite all countries in. Have as name X. Where is the... There we go, XCOM. That should probably be capitalized. No, it's minor. There we go. XCOM. Capital will be in Tampere. And we will devote 1% of our military budget, or yearly budget, which is a huge amount, but let's do it anyway. And we're expecting our allies to devote 0.1%. Strict respect for human rights, no political tendency, by 2/3, and no common religion. What are we missing? What are we missing? Because we can't start this thing yet. There we go. If we select no political tendency, it will not allow it, so we'll allow center, center, right, and right. Here's XCOM. Commit to supporting each other militarily. Let's go forward like a month. Nobody's gonna join, that's pretty sure, but let's at least give it a shot. Jokes at the humans become painful. Strike ended. 23 days. Russia vetoed the decision against it. We have forgotten to name the Secretary General for the organization. Let's click Other Parties and Former Head of Government from the top down. There we go.
It is with great pride that I will assume my responsibilities at the head of this organization. I don't know how to thank you. Well, at least I can try my very best to serve the interest of the organization and our nation.
So now we're at war with the gray aliens as well as... And they excluded me immediately. Hump off. So there's really like no way to have that organization remain active.
Unsurprisingly, the organization was dissolved and its offices were closed because it no longer has any members.
That's probably a bug, so let's just go with it.
We are in a...
So we can't form an anti-gray alliance even if we do it according to the book.
The process.
Let's go about a month and see if we can do something with the Taliban. So we are at war with the Taliban because if push comes to shove, And we have to make a decision between the Western powers and the other alternatives at the moment. We will have to go with the Western governments. And we shall move this military satellite towards Afghanistan. There we go. Nuclear disaster in Pakistan. There's our military satellite.
Your
This is a rather slow satellite, thinking that it will take it like a couple of weeks to get into proper position.
This person is at risk.
Good morning.
Good deal.
Sure.
The procession is moving through the streets as we speak. The main hardline...
We're about halfway done with our journey. And our main guy got to Afghanistan.
Our agent number 1 succeeded in infiltrating the staff. Our agents that have...
We're almost there. Now we have satellite coverage almost all of Afghanistan. So that's about all I want. Since we can't form XCOM and we can't do the anti-alien thing. That's about all I wanted to do. Inform the public that we are full with both the Greys and the Taliban.